Hi, guys. Welcome to Koinonia. My name is Jonathan, and this is.
Andres,
And today we're talking about being young
pregnant.
and banned from graduation. So, the Washington Post reported a story about a girl named Maddie Runkles. She's a high school senior. And the reason this story was making rounds was because this young senior got pregnant and she was banned from graduation.
Now, what's interesting about this story is that she was a 4.0 student.
Mm-hmm.
She was president of SA.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only reason why she got banned was what? It was.
Well, this is a Christian school. And as a Christian school, we all know that Christians have an issue with sexuality. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Okay, we kind of treat it as a taboo subject, as a subject we don't want to talk about. And when it comes to a young girl being pregnant with a baby bump, there's nothing more obvious of a sexual nature than a baby bump for the Christian. Um, so I think number one, Christians need to deal with how they relate to sex, first of all. But that's another Koinonia episode. Maybe next week. I don't know. We'll find out. But the thing here is the reason that the school principal gave for why they're not allowing her to walk at graduation. And the reason is, he quotes here, he says, she's being disciplined not because she is pregnant, but because she was immoral. The best way to love her right now is to hold her accountable for her morality that began this situation.
So what kind of disturbs me in this conversation is, the number one reason why girls drop out of high school is because of teenage pregnancy. And so a Christian school that doesn't allow this girl, because she's pregnant, to graduate. Well, technically they're allowing her to graduate, but they're not allowing her to walk, is counterproductive to what they're trying to achieve in society, which is education, it's success, it's trying to be someone out there.
Yeah.
And it kind of just makes me frustrated that a school would do this. A Christian school would do this.
Well, it's not really that surprising. As I said before, Christians have this thing about anything related to sex. But at the same time, it is surprising because I don't see how that is the Christian way to approach this situation. I think from Scripture, I don't think that's the best way.
Yeah, I mean, I could just imagine this. In my ideal world, for what this school should do is when the girl would graduate, they would maybe embrace her with love. Maybe all the classmates can go in a circle and just put their hands on her. I don't know, something weird like that, but not that weird. But like to show her and to show everyone else that we're a family that loves each other and that wants to support each other.
Yeah, I think at the core of this entire conversation is the idea of love. And how do we show Christian love to our neighbor and to the people that we interact with? And I think that when it comes to love, there's two extremes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Definitely.
The first extreme is what we're seeing this school do.
Yeah.
And that is, well, we're disciplining her because we love her. And so if we didn't love her, we wouldn't discipline her. But the thing about that in this situation is she is being disciplined in a way, okay? She is facing the consequences of her decision. She's having a baby, guys. She's bringing a baby into the world, and she's keeping that baby. She's going to be a young mother, and she is owning the consequences of her decision.
Isn't that punishment enough? Not to say babies are punishments,
yeah, babies
right?
are not
It's
punishment.
It's a beautiful curse in society. No, I'm joking. No. But I see where you're coming from.
But then the other extreme, right? The other extreme when it comes to love is what I like to call benevolent indifference.
Which we don't really talk about in our church, yeah.
And the church stays away from this, and this is kind of more of a product of our culture, this idea of benevolent indifference, where if you love someone, you don't care what they do. And I think that's another extreme that is not really supported in the Bible.
There's no accountability in a sense.
I think the perfect example is Jesus and the woman caught in adultery.
That's the same thing I was thinking, bro.
You know, here Jesus holds her accountable.
Yeah.
He doesn't say, "Oh, it's okay what you did" or whatever, but he realized that what was happening to her was punishment enough. And so what did he do? He knew that at that moment what she needed was support.
So I guess the question is, in my mind, that comes up is, when do we draw the line in, okay, this is punishment enough? You know, when do we draw the line to say, okay, you've been shamed enough, or you've been guilted enough, now we can give you love and grace? I don't know.
You know, it's kind of holding, it's a tough balance, but, you know, maybe this is a good opportunity for you guys to chime in. When is it enough? How do you know how do you walk that line? You know, how do you walk that line between, you know, benevolent indifference and holding someone so accountable that they feel like they're just being hated on, right? So chime in. We want to know what you have to say. So comment down below in the comments. Let us know what you think. And if you like what you're seeing here on Koinonia, we definitely encourage you to hit the subscribe button so that you know when every episode comes out.